So I thought I would just do like a little chit chat video. Today is Sunday and I'm getting ready to go to the beach, and so yeah, I will be taking one of those pop-ups, you know, those blue tarps with the pop-up, and having that. I will be under there because it is very hot, it is very sunny, there are a few clouds in the sky, but you know, it's one of those things where it's like you can't stay indoors and like miss out on everything, but at the same time you have to be mindful, because like a day like this could completely set you back like a good month or two. And for me, with where, this is just me being honest, like with where my skin is at, I wish I would have been more aggressive the last 3 months when I was on the acetyl. Obviously this month is the 4th month and I'm starting the rectal syringe. I wish I would have been doing the rectal syringes alongside the acetyl. Like I think that would have been more aggressive and my skin would have come much further. But anyways, you know, getting started now, like it isn't bad because like I still have a baseline of glutathione in my system from, you know, the 3 months of doing acetyl, but it's just, it isn't, my skin hasn't come as far as it would have if I was either one, taking more acetyl, so like closer to 900 milligrams a day or above, or two, doing rectal syringes the entire time. So for me, a lot of this, like this being my first month of doing rectal syringes with reduced glutathione, like it feels like I just started to me in a way, because the other 3 months, I don't know, I just feel like they were just kind of like getting my levels up a bit, but I don't think anything drastic has happened. But you have to remember, before then I stopped glutathione for 5 months, so, and I had also been in the sun and, you know, fishing and at the beach and, you know, just doing things outdoors, kayaking. So, you know, I've been doing some chemical peels, but the results of chemical peels are like, especially the one I was doing, like the results are pretty drastic. Like you will notice a change, but the issue is like it didn't last because I wasn't continuing to do anything to basically help my skin internally. So basically I would just re-put on basically all of what I had lost when I did the chemical peel, if that makes sense. So yeah, so there's that. Another thing, I told you guys about how I got the stretch mark camouflage. Basically, if you have stretch marks on your body, you can have them on your butt, on your hips, on your breasts. I have mine on my breasts and my hips. I decided to, basically this is just where they tattoo over your stretch marks. So yeah, you can just Google that and you can probably find a location in whatever state you're in or whatnot, or you can go travel to another state to have it done. A lot of people do that. So I did my first, I think, a month ago, and so sadly I will have to go back. Well, not sadly, like it is pretty normal for people to get multiple treatments, and like there's 2 different places that I was getting my information from that could do the treatment, and so both of them said that, you know, people do come back for touch-ups. So it's like, don't think it's just like a one and done. So you may be one of those people, depending on how bad your stretch marks are, that they do go over it with a tattoo and like within 6 weeks, 8 weeks, you're like, oh my gosh, I can't see them anymore. Or you might have to have another one, you know, a follow-up. I'm gonna have to have a follow-up, and so it takes about close to 2 months to 3 months for it to fully heal, and then you're able to get it tattooed again. So I think around April, May, that's when I will be getting it done again. Right now, when I'm in bathing suits, I do put on makeup. So I do the Urban Decay all-nighter. I spray it on clean skin, and then I have the Urban Decay all-nighter waterproof longwear liquid foundation. So this is like my body foundation, and obviously it has to be longwear, like it has to be like waterproof. So yeah, this is for my body, and also my body is darker than my face. Right now my face has makeup on, but this is a different shade just to help it match my body. But you guys see me without makeup, you know what my face looks like usually. So anyways, yeah, I do that. So I spray this and then I put this on my breasts, and then I spray this back on them. Another thing, so this is a part of like my mommy level up goals. I think everyone, if you're a mother and your body changed after your pregnancy, you know, we all have some things that we might like want to tweak or fix, and so my stretch marks are one. I also have stretch marks on my hips, but to do the stretch mark therapy, like sometimes you'll go to places and it's $1,000 just for, you know, one session. Other places you can get it $500 for one session. So it just depends on what your budget is. I didn't have it in my budget to get both done at the same time, so I will be getting my hips done later. But yeah, so the next thing for my mommy level up whatever goals is sclerotherapy. Since this is just a random chit chat video, you guys just get to hear about everything. So sclerotherapy is for people who have veins that are sometimes you can have spider veins, or you can just have veins that are bulging out. Some people have veins bulge out in their forehead at certain times, I guess when they're laughing, or maybe they're angry, like, you know, the veins will start to bulge. And then other people will just have you know, thick blue veins that just bulge whenever. After I was breastfeeding, which I breastfed for about 8 months, 8 or 9 months, and basically my breasts got so big, the skin obviously stretched out a lot, and so obviously that's where the stretch mark came from. Not from breastfeeding. I mean, you know, that just, it happens when, you know, you either gain a lot of weight, so like if you're pregnant, or, you know, you could have went through puberty and have stretch marks. Like, it just happens. It's more of like hereditary, but certain life events will, you know, bring them out. There's even guys who get stretch marks when they start working out, like their arms grow and like they'll get stretch marks here, so it's a very normal thing. But what else happened that I was not prepared for is that I started getting veins on my breasts. That's how big they had gotten, and the veins like started to bulge, and so very insecure about that. That's another reason why I have makeup on. So sclerotherapy, it's generally for treatment of spider veins, but there are different I guess ways, like there are different techniques for if you have veins. It could be like veins bulging on your hands, it doesn't just have to be on your legs, and it doesn't just have to be spider veins or veins in your face or for your breasts. And so I looked it up, and thankfully where I'm in Florida, there are doctors who treat veins in the breast, and yeah, it's like this injection, and I heard that it is kind of painful, but I think it's about $300 per session. Some people, like, it goes away within one session, some people have to come back for another session. So I have not yet went and got a quote or anything for that, but that is just next on my list of things to do. And so I will be so happy. I'm sure you can see maybe a little bit of the veins, even though I only put like one pass of makeup on. I didn't do like 2. I didn't want to cake it on too much, but yeah, it's just something that I'm very, very self-conscious about. Like, the veins are pretty fat, like they're thick and they're large, so like we're talking like 1, 2, 3, 4, like there's multiple on each breast. And so, you know, motherhood, it's obviously creating life is life-changing and it's fulfilling, but you know, sometimes the aftermath for certain bodies is just like, what is happening? I would have never guessed that I would have these problems. You know, I thought, oh, for sure stretch marks, because like I already got stretch marks when I went through puberty, but I was not ready for that. So yeah, it's just one of those things. And so I'm sharing with you guys in case there's someone out there who also has these same problems. For me, for years, I thought, oh, I'm done. I will have large veiny breasts with tons of stretch marks on them. But no, thankfully, just through technology and, you know, tattooing is like an art form. You know, they're able to do flesh colored tattooing that will blend in your scars, and they even do scars for people who have liposuction, for tummy tucks, for C-section scars, people who've got burns or car accident scars, surgery scars. Like, it's pretty huge. So yeah, it's just, there are ways to treat these things. So if you do have it on your little list of things that you want to get done that would help you with your confidence, then, you know, the more you know. So that's why I'm sharing. Another thing coming up for all of my spiritual babes who are into astrology and stuff, this week, you've probably already heard, it's going to be a really, really big week astrologically. We have some great things happening with Mercury and Jupiter, and so you're probably going to get some like great news this week, or you're going to get like some news that like shakes up things for like quite a while. I'm hoping it's going to be a positive, like I think it's going to be good news. Like, the transits are more beneficial. Sometimes they're positive, sometimes they're a little I don't want to say negative, but sometimes it's kind of, yeah, it's difficult to get through. But no, this should be a really, really good week for a lot of people, and I think in the form of communication. So either getting in some good news, reconnecting with someone from your past, whatever, like this should be like a really, really good week. So yeah, if you guys want me to go in and make a video going into that, then just, you know, say something in the comments. but I just wanted to throw that in there. And we are at 10 minutes. I'm trying to think if there's anything else to say. Last night I went and got my tea. I just uploaded, because today is Sunday, so this video will be uploaded tomorrow morning. I just uploaded the video on the green tea. So I went to the store, I got some, they have some tea in like some cans there. So like I got one that was already iced. It wasn't decaffeinated, but it didn't have any sugar added, so like I got that one. Instead of like doing Lipton or something, I encourage you to get just like some tea bags that don't have any sugar added or anything like that, and get the decaffeinated ones. Yeah, because one of the I guess experiments that they had done at the university, it was done using decaffeinated. So like you don't need, you know, green tea has like very small like amounts of caffeine anyways. It's like way less than black tea, way less than coffee, way less than soda, but still you don't have to have the caffeine in there, especially if you're going to be drinking multiple cups a day. Remember, cups, I'm not just, when I say cups, I'm not saying it loosely, like you just getting any glass that you have in your cupboard and then like that being a cup. I mean like actually if you were cooking and you had a cooking cup, like, so just like, yeah, 1 cup, that's more like 8 ounces if you think about it. I could be completely wrong on that. But anyways, so yeah, so I'll be probably drinking anywhere from 8 to 16 ounces of green tea a day. And we'll just see how that goes. This is day 2. I brewed some last night. I did it in a 30-ounce cup, and then I added some honey to it and I let it cool. And then, yeah, I'll just be drinking from that, and that will maybe last me for 2 days or so, and then I'll brew another batch. I'm still doing my, what was that one tea I told you guys about? I can't think of the name. Oh, the Casset Fatima, also known as the Labicia Pamela tea. That tea, oh my gosh, okay. It's really been helping, guys, I swear. I'm not doing like a million crunches or anything. Like I literally just started doing some ab workouts last week, but it's really helping things to tighten up in my midsection. And it is a tightening tea. So it's one of those yoni teas. So it also does miracles for your pelvic floor. If you wanted a tighter gorilla grip, then you know that would be a tea you would look into. And so I like the tea because it is basically the main ingredient that is in those Major Curves pill. So if you're ever using like some tightening pill or something like that, like this is the main ingredient that they're using. So if you don't want to do pills, you can buy either the powder, or you can buy some tea bags like I have. Brew your own tea. You can make it very, very strong. You don't have to just put it in like one little cup, like make a large amount when you do it. And I sometimes let it steep for hours. I try to make it as strong as possible, and then I will drink literally 1 cup, so like about this much in a glass a day, and that's perfect. That is perfect. And also I get more for my money when I do it that way. But if you didn't want to do all that, you could just buy the Major Curves pills, take 2 a day, and you and your partner will start to notice like a difference right off the bat. But that's all for me. We're at 13 minutes, so yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow.